All right, there you go. Welcome to the Wally Show Precast, also on Facebook Live, where you can see the whole thing.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, or just enjoy it in its audio form if you are one of our potties. I got some birthdays to do today, some news, some least of these, but I want to start off with something that just came up out of nowhere. Betty Rock is on a burning building kick, where she shouts out, "Burning building, Toby Mac or Jimmy Fallon." That's what we started off with me.
Yes, and you didn't hear this because it's a fun game I like to play with my friends when we're bored. I say, "Quick, burning building," and then you put two people or pets that someone likes in the burning building, and they have to only choose one. And I did this with you, and I said Toby Mac or Jimmy Fallon because you love Jimmy Fallon's boyish charm. But you had an interesting response that Becca also had. It was so weird. Y'all are a lot alike.
We had the same response.
So I said Toby Mac or Jimmy Fallon, and you said let Toby Mac die because I know he's saved.
Yes.
And you would take Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
So when Becca came back from the bathroom, I said, "Becca, think fast, Taylor Swift or Tori Kelly?" And she goes, Taylor Swift, because Tori Kelly's probably saved.
Wow.
And I'm not sure about Taylor.
That's crazy.
Right?
Y'all
And
are
then
so spiritual.
I told her yesterday that you and I were in the same, because you were like, "Oh, do this for the next
Oh my
question."
gosh, yes.
And I showed you my computer, and then two minutes later, you're like, "Oh, you should do this," and I'm like, "Look, I was just Googling that."
Yeah, it was really strange. Like yesterday, if we both had motorcycles, they would be synced up because we were so in line right there.
I don't
Okay,
know what
so
that means. What?
Nothing. Okay, so let's do burning building with.
Okay, so
let's go with
think
Zach.
fast. Zach, LeBron James and Anna.
No.
Yes.
No.
Two of his
one.
great
You
loves.
have
This
to
should be
pick one.
easy.
You
This
have
is
to
easy.
pick one.
Anna, because fire's not going to hurt LeBron James.
Oh, that's good. But you know what? Anna would go to heaven automatically because she's too young. And again, you don't know about LeBron James. Oh.
Quick, think fast, burning building, Hank or Sasha?
Oh my goodness! Oh,
Hurry!
I hate to say it, but Hank. I hate to say it, but Hank. No, Sasha, because Hank's gonna die anyway. Yes, Hank's already sick. Sasha.
Burning building, Betty or Zach?
Oh,
What?
okay, now wait.
You're hesitating.
I know.
I'm dead already.
Then Zach.
Asphyxiation. Oh my gosh! Quick, think fast, burning building. Is it Hadley or Joey?
Joey.
Oh, that was no fun.
I didn't see
My
that coming.
husband over
But Joey's
my
going to
dog.
heaven. What about Hadley?
Yeah, really. And
All dogs go to heaven. And she's going to text you anyway.
Oh, burning building, think fast. Your mother-in-law or your father-in-law?
ooh,
That's dark.
yeah.
Think fast.
I can't
Hurry.
do that. No.
She lets them both
Oh,
go.
burning
No.
building. Your mom or your dad, Betty.
Oh gosh.
See? You can't do that.
Wow.
You do a
wow.
lot of fun things with your dad, but you say you're closest with your mom.
I don't know.
You can't
They're
not
dead.
know.
They're
You
both dead.
Oh, because your dad's already dead. That's right.
No, he's not.
You did. Rest in peace there.
Terrible.
Danny Ray.
Think fast. Marty or Haley?
Oh, Haley. Yeah, without a
Why?
doubt. Without a doubt.
Why?
Because Marty and I have talked about that before. Like,
Oh,
I think
rescue
you
the
have these
kid first?
conversations with kids, and it's like we've had a great life together. I could remarry, or whatever. But it's like your kid is
You're
you
terrible.
would save your kid for sure.
Well, and if you picked Marty, she would resent you the rest of your life.
Exactly.
It would be horrible.
Exactly, for not saving Haley.
Right.
And
Guys,
I'm
y'all
the
are
same
turning
way.
this into something serious. It was just a fun game.
Burning
Stop.
building, Cheetos or chocolate bars.
Chocolate bars have melted. I'll take the Cheetos.
There you go.
Wasn't this fun?
Elvis or Mike Rowe?
Oh my gosh! How?
Burning
Can
building.
one Stop!
Elvis or Mike Rowe? 3, 2,
Mike Rowe
1.
says he talked me into it, and he said, "In a burning building."
And Mike Rowe, like you could be his wife, which would be great.
Yeah, that's true. He's still
So-
single and alive.
Exactly. Yes. You know what? I
The
like
two
that.
top qualifications.
I like that you've lowered the bar a little. All right, so let's get to a couple birthdays here. I want to write something down. Can somebody write that down about 4 minutes in for a podcast for a promo?
Yes,
Burning
I
building.
got it.
Micro, thank you. All right, so Here we go. Some of our birthdays today. Hey, Wally, good morning. I'd appreciate it if you would wish my dad, Kevin, a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, sir, from your daughter, Kaylee. And her question was mainly for me and Zach. Says, you know, you talked about stories of your dad and memories of your dad, but what's your favorite memory with your child, Haley and Anna, respectively there? I'll tell you, mine was when Haley was really little. You would hold her and she would just be really stiff. Like she'd have her back like just really straight all the time and her arms out like that and holding her when she was little. And I don't know, because we were going through a lot of stressful stuff in our family at the time. And I don't know, they say that transfers onto the kid and that like she was just this kind of worried little stress ball. And then I remember one day I went in, I picked her up from her crib and I picked her up and she was doing that thing where she was just kind of being held. And she just folded into me and laid into my chest and just hugged me. And oh my goodness, I sat there in her room, and I'm crying. I'm almost crying right now.
Well, because now she's going off to college.
Oh,
You just
stop!
can't ever do that
You'll
again.
never see her
Gonna
again.
get married.
Stop. I actually had a cool moment with her last night. Like we used to always sing the Circle Bunny songs, and so I would have artists come in and do their version of the Circle Bunny song. But like I didn't see her all day yesterday. And I came home, and she was upstairs in her room, already lights out and ready to go to bed. And I came home, and she heard the door, and she's like, "Daddy?" And I'm like, "Oh, my gosh." She's an 18-year-old girl. I'm like, "Yeah, baby, what's up?" And she's like, "Oh, hi." And so I went upstairs to talk to her. And it was just so nice that, like, because she wanted to spend just a minute talking to me. I was like, oh, my goodness. I love that.
So did she ask for the money afterwards?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Oh, she's setting you up for today.
Yeah, you're still paying for college, right? Yes. No, it was cool. And so I sang the Circle Bunny song to her that I hadn't sang to her in a long time. And she was like, oh, this is so nice. You know, it was cool. So don't cheapen it, you bad people.
I gotta go to the bathroom because Zach is making me drink a ton of water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, because on her try it diet. All right. So, Zachary.
Is the question favorite memory?
Yeah. Like what's your favorite memory about Anna?
Gosh, that's really hard. My first favorite memory was the day after she was born. Her mom was exhausted, so I had lots of extended time of holding her, just me and her. And the Buckeyes won the national championship game.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm sitting there in a quiet house watching a game, trying to silently cheer my Buckeyes to victory.
I respect the fact that you didn't spike her
I
when
didn't
they
spike
scored.
her. I didn't throw her. It was so like because I like to watch my teams in a room by myself where no one can see me because I punch the air. I yell at the refs. I jump up and down.
You get really animated with that
it's
stuff.
really hard for me to watch stuff around people, and so. Which is why I didn't go to the Cavs game last night, even though I was offered tickets for free.
Yeah, you should have gone. Like,
But-
I'm glad you're here, but you should have gone.
I know I can't control myself in those kind of
Think of the amount of
pressure
time. Think of
situations.
the amount of time that Becca's taken off for just willy-nilly
just because she's
things.
out of the room.
I know. That was-
She's gonna be
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah, if she was here, she would have lost her mind right now because
Yes.
all her time has been taken off with Joey's
I think
illness.
you have a new good memory. What you were telling earlier about your trip.
Oh, my trip.
It was so cute.
Oh, little volunteer in 2 hours and
She
3
turned it
stops in 2 hours.
We drove back from Ohio last night. It should be an 8-hour trip, and it took about 12. We had 3 stops in the first 2.5 hours. Are you wanting me to provide
No.
the
Yes,
details?
Yes,
I don't know. I
please.
think Betty's
Yes,
leading that way.
It's hilarious.
Anna has to go to the party.
Oh.
have to poopy. I'm poopy.
It is funny when you say it.
Yeah, so she had to do that for 2.5 hours, and she doesn't want to do it in her car seat, so you get out and let her walk around a little bit, and she
Stretch your
just
legs.
cries and complains, and you're like,
And then Wally was saying it's like walking a dog.
Yes.
it's what it is, and you're just waiting and waiting. It doesn't happen, so you're like, get back in the car, and 5 minutes on the road, I'm poopy. It's not funny. She's in pain.
Those are all I know.
Cute.
Those are all the things that
Oh,
they
it's
don't
so
tell you about
cute.
before you have
No,
Oh,
kids.
Becca, you should have heard what Wally said
no,
about you. while you
no,
were out.
no,
It was
no,
terrible.
I
no,
was
no.
flushing the toilet, so I missed it on the stream because I heard the story about Zach.
You had your phone in the bathroom.
Do not touch your
And I
phone.
flushed the toilet, and then they're like, "Oh, just because she's out of the room." So what'd you say? What did I miss? I have to know now.
You'll have to go back and watch it. We got to move
No,
forward.
no,
All right.
no.
So this is from somebody named Rebecca. Said, "Hey, it is our son Austin's birthday. So could you
Tell me what they
please?"
said Facebook Live.
Stop that.
That's not fair.
Do not sell me out because everyone on Facebook hates me and they want to sell me out. So this is Austin's birthday from his parents, his dad, his mommy, and his big sister Maya. So happy birthday to you there, Austin. Can you remember a specific moment where you made a decision that changed the trajectory of your life? Oh, that's a big, heavy, weighty question. For Austin's birthday there. Do you really? What was it?
It was the day that I walked in here and I said, I'm not leaving without someone taking my resume. And like God smite me with a stick and he said, you will go to Wally.
I know.
And for some reason I did.
And all these years later, look how good of friends we are.
And the thing is what's hard to believe is I begged to get on this show
I know.
for a good 2 months.
I know.
And then you were like, oh, no. And now I'm trying to get out of here. And you're like, nobody knows.
Am I like nobody know?
Yes, you are.
Okay, yes I am. No, don't get out of here. We love you. You kidding me?
I won't.
Like life altering, Zach.
sick
My biggest
twisting
life altering
spiral.
was when I was working in Ohio and I at a church, and then this job opened up in a radio thing in Texas, and that was a different industry, different career, moving where I knew absolutely zero people.
And the guy you were working with, you didn't know him. Did you know of him at the time?
I knew of the program, like
Yeah.
his nationally syndicated program.
Yeah, like the guy was huge
He was
in
a
this
legend.
industry. Yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
knew nothing about radio or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, he taught you a lot of stuff too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And like when you met him for the first time, were you excited or were you like, okay, I'm still nervous about like this career move, or was it like, oh yeah, I got to do this. This will be great.
It was such a weird experience the first time meeting him because I showed up at his ranch and we immediately got in the car. Natalie Grant was there. And
Juxtaposition, I took Zach to a Cracker Barrel when we hired him. So a little different.
Classy.
Yeah.
but we immediately, like, I followed behind in this dirt road for like 20 minutes to get to a burger joint
Wow.
in the middle of just complete nowhere. But so Natalie Grant, so I've never been around artists before. Like, that was weird meeting him, and like the vice president of the company was there. It was just a weird thing. But I ended, like, my interview process was like being down there for 4 days.
Oh yeah.
To get to know the.
Do you have
what
to
was
dress
going
up
on.
every day? That would stress me out. This stresses me out because you never know. Is it like, because sometimes they're like, oh, just come chat with us for a little bit. It's you're like,
Right.
okay, so do I wear this suit? I don't know.
Yeah,
Or-
I didn't dress up. I did start my new tradition of anytime I job interview, like my plane landed, I got my rental car, and I swung by, I think, a JCPenney to buy a new shirt.
Yeah.
So I had a completely new shirt.
And you don't have to iron it. It's
yeah, you don't have to
ingenious.
iron it. So and then went right from there to the ranch.
And you're
But,
like, wow, that guy.
yeah, it worked out.
He spent $14 on this interview.
I did that interviewing for you too.
Did you really?
Stopped at the
And
I
do
do
you
rem-
still
The
have
two
that
times
shirt
he's
to this
bought new
day?
I'm sure.
shirts.
I'm sure I still have them and wear them.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Yeah.
Yes.
Zach doesn't shop too often.
No.
What about you, Burger?
It would definitely be finding a backup option for college because I was so set on going to this one school in Indiana. And then the boy I was dating dumped me and went there with his new girlfriend. And I know this sounds very dramatic, but you have to understand I was 16. So I was like, I guess I need a backup option. And I looked into Olivet and then started dating Joey. And I went to Olivet and we were still long distance, but I was closer to him. And I got into radio at Olivet. And I wouldn't have gotten into radio at the other school.
Mhm.
And now I'm here.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I think mine was like going back to college because I was set on this one path of taking over my dad's construction company, and my dad was like, "You don't want to do this. Trust me, you don't want to do this the rest of your life. Go and get your education." He's like, "If you want to come back after that and do this, that's fine, but like no one can take your education from you. You'll always have that. Do that." And he made it possible for me to go. He couldn't pay for it, but he gave me the time off and made it possible. And that changed my life. Like that was where all of a sudden, like I met Marty, and then I got into more like school more and was like, yeah, I really want to do this. And because all of her friends were in college, and I saw the fun, not the fear of school, because I was taught to fear going to college because my high school made it seem like, oh man, if you're not, the best of the best, and I wasn't in high school, you'll never survive college. You'll fail. And I bought into that, and it almost kept me from the life that I have now,
Yeah.
for years.
I think that's so unfortunate because like my school is definitely the same way, but because I had older siblings that both went to college and we visited them, like I got to see the fun of it young, and so I was just always so excited to go to college.
That's why I'm willing to pay for more of Haley's college than I ever thought I would. I thought she was going to have to do it all on her own, but I had no fun with going to college. Like, I had all the work of it and not a lot of the fun of it. And so I want her to experience it and enjoy it. I want it to be something she looks back on and enjoys. For me, it was something I just had to do to get to the next place I wanted to go to.
My college, going to college was such a low risk kind of thing for me because like my dad had gone there, my 2 older sisters went there, one was still there. I knew like 100 people there before I stepped foot on campus, just from church and things like that. And so it was almost as easy as and so in some ways looking back, I'm like, should I have cared a little more and looked at other options?
Right.
But my school experience was great.
See, that was my plan A college, the one in Indiana, because like everyone from our youth group went there. Both my brothers went there. And so it worked out for me to do the plan B, but I think your plan A worked out for you.
Did your parents pay for Dirk, like all of his money, and then tell you had to work?
No, they my parents they're not like super rich or anything, but they have made really smart decisions. Like, we're still sitting on the couches they had when they got married in the 70s, and so they paid for all of our college, but the deal was we got our own academic scholarships. We had to work for those. And if we lost that, if we let our GPAs fall below a certain point, then everything was on us.
For sure, 100%.
And so I think Dan actually lost his
did he really?
scholarship senior year. So he had to pay for his senior year.
Oh, that's good that they followed through with that, though.
That was stressful. Like, my first 2 years, because I had to keep above a 3.5 or I'd lose a 50% scholarship. And so it made your academics really serious. You're like, this is for a lot of money.
Did you work full-time in school?
I did not full-time. I did work study stuff. And
Yeah, I had 2 full-time jobs. I worked with my dad, and then I worked, one was more full-time and one was part-time. And then, I had so much stress and trying to keep my grades and stuff too. And I don't read well and stuff. And so it was hard, man.
One of my 2 biggest jobs in college, one, I ran sound at chapel, which you had to go to anyway.
Right.
So I'm like, if I'm going to be there, I might as well get paid.
And get chapel credit.
Yeah. And then my other job was overseeing the game room.
Oh,
so giving out pool balls and ping pong balls, and it was just sitting on a couch watching TV.
I always tried to get those cushy jobs and didn't, which is good because then I got a job at the radio station because I didn't have any other jobs. So that worked out great. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I wasn't just sitting in the game room, but I tried so hard for those jobs because it seemed like a dream.
It was great.
I would love that. I didn't have a job on campus. I worked at Toys R Us, which was awful. It really was. Around Christmas was the worst.
How many elf jokes?
What's that?
How many elf jokes a day?
Above towards me?
Below or above 100?
Oh, below or above 1,000. Be more like it. All right. So a couple more birthdays. Hey, I wish you would wish my beautiful wife, Kirsten, a happy birthday today. And I appreciate the pronunciation, too, there. So thank you very much, Brent. Birthday question here. What's your favorite vacation destination? Oh, we haven't had that question before. Ooh,
favorite place we've been before, basically?
Yeah, like someplace you've been. Like,
I can't replace our honeymoon. We went to Jamaica. I think that just sticks out as that shining beacon of relaxation to me. So I'm gonna go with Jamaica.
Yeah, our honeymoon was not Edisto Island. Come on, the island off the Carolinas. What in the world?
Alcatraz?
Yes. No, that's the rest of it. No, I cannot believe I can't remember the.
It meant that little to you.
No.
Wow.
Trying to forget you.
Bless her.
What in the world is that island?
Where is it? Here, we'll Google it.
We could look it up. No, we could look it up.
No, it's in the.
Let's let him finish.
It's in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
And we got the trip for free when my brother-in-law test drove a car. He got a trip for free for a weekend or 3 or 4 days at this
Hilton Head.
Thank you, Hilton Head. That's it. Oh my goodness, that was driving me crazy.
That's a great vacation spot. All the dunes, you can go where the Wright brothers flew.
Yeah, I didn't
Kitty Hawk.
Yeah, I that's not my favorite place though. My favorite place is Italy and London. Those 2 places. Oh my goodness. I love getting out of the country, and we travel a lot with mission type work, and Africa is just amazing. But for vacation destinations, Italy is fantastic.
We went to I got to go to Vienna, Austria.
Oh, I'd like to do that.
That put it on your list. It is
I
fantastic.
hear they
forgot
do
about that.
great work with sausages.
Sausages.
Yes.
No, but like walking through the streets is just music. Like more than any other city I've been in.
Really?
It's just it was phenomenal.
What about you, Betty Rock? Well, you could answer this question differently in August.
I know. So I think mine is coming up.
Yes.
I'm going to Alaska, and I've been wanting to go for forever.
Alaska!
The only thing that could mess it up is going with you.
Yes, me!
Or getting eaten by a bear.
Yes. One of
that
those
might
two
be
things.
better.
She's like, worth it.
We are going to have so much fun, Rock. And then we have one more birthday, believe it or not. Final one here. Hey, it's my son's 15th birthday. This is from Clifton. So happy birthday there. And he said, after hearing me talk about the show so much, he became a faithful potty. So could you please wish Ethan a very happy birthday with the show's rendition of the birthday song? So we can do that. Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Hey!
Hey.
And yeah, so speaking of other, he says, the birthday song. Oh, shoot. I thought he wanted a Heaven's Fire song. Because he said, if you could encourage him to practice his bass more often, believe it or not, Zach, I already had that loaded up.
Oh, well, okay.
Because I would greatly appreciate that. Yes, you do need to rock the bass there, Ethan, because I was a bass player. And if you do that, who knows where it could take you? It could take you to some awesome music like this.
Standing outside looking in.
And the important part is not to overplay, okay? As the bass player, not to overplay. I wish we could find that 10th Avenue North song where I overplayed on the bass with that one. Can you see if you can find that real quick? 10th Avenue North was in here one time, and they did an acoustic song live, and it was really great. And I started kidding around about playing bass with them, and I thought, oh man, I want to put a bass track to this because they didn't have a bass player with them. He couldn't make it that day. And so I put a bass track over it and just overplayed the fire out of it. And it was absolutely delightful. Oh, did you find it?
No,
Oh.
my program crashed and I won't relaunch
Boo.
because it's Windows
Boo.
garbage.
Ugh. All right, well, let me know if you get it. That was our birthdays. And so, again, happy birthday to you, Ethan, from your parents there. And so, all right, let's do a little bit of news real quick while Zach finds that.
I just have one story, and it's kind of a cool one. I think a lot of people, especially when you're young, you have that dream of backpacking through Europe or like doing kind of that extreme trip. And there's definitely that case for these two friends. They've been friends forever. Like their moms knew each other. They decided to do a 500-mile trek across Spain. Here's the thing, though. One of the friends is in a wheelchair.
Oh.
And so everyone told them, you can't do it. But they're like, no, we want to make this happen. And this guy has a disease similar to ALS. It's not ALS, but it came on kind of like later in life. And so they were determined. They trained for a year, and they were able to do it. This friend pushed his friend through Spain 500 miles in his wheelchair so they could
Wow.
have their trip that they've been
That's
dreaming
awesome.
of. Yeah.
That is really cool. Although if you're the guy in the wheelchair, you have at some point, like you can't complain about anything. When you're being put like, oh, it's so cold or oh, it's so hot. Like, nope, I'm pushing you
I'm
500 miles. Yeah,
tired.
my fanny hurts. Nope, sorry. I love that dad that does all those marathons with his son that's in a
Oh, yeah.
wheelchair. And like his dad, I thought his dad was a runner or something before. And that wasn't the case at all. Like the kid wanted to, run a marathon. And so his dad was like, all right, we'll do it. And so his dad had to train and figure out how to do it. And now they've run just like, I don't know, I want to say 100 of them now. It's a great
Wow.
story. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Betty, Zach, you found it. Okay, so we were talking
Drop
about.
everything.
Yeah, stop everything. Because we're trying to encourage young Ethan to continue playing his bass because a lot of times the bass player gets overlooked in every band. Not a lot of times,
They
in
should.
every case, the bass player. The only bass player that does not get overlooked in a band, there's two of them. Rush, Geddy Lee from Rush, because he's also the lead singer, so that's the secret. And John Cooper from Skillet, because he's also the lead singer. And
This
doesn't
reminds
play
me,
his
there's a
bass lot.
guy that
Sticks.
him
Yes.
for Guns N' Roses.
No, Slash.
I don't know. One
Duff
of them,
McKagan plays bass for them.
no, I'm not talking about the bass player, but some guy.
Axl Rose.
Sting.
No,
That's
got a
another
hip
bass player. Though.
replacement.
Thank
Oh,
you,
good
David.
point.
Got a hip replacement.
From Guns N' Roses?
Mhm.
That's how you know you're getting old. That's how you know like your heroes have fallen. Like, oh, really? Did Slash just get a hip replacement? Oh,
Somebody did.
that's not good.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the 10th Avenue North song with some extended, it's a special remix with some extra bass
Oh,
added
boy.
in. And so if you could learn this there, Ethan, this would probably be a good song for you to learn. There it is. That's what it needed right there. A lot of people would just play, no.
Every day I've been feeling the pressure. I always gotta know the plan. It's a weight that I've tried to shoulder. I thought I could, but I can't. And I'm so tired.
Now we're gonna slap a little.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld just walk in.
What's that?
Sounds like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But you're changing my heart. So want what you want, love how you love. That is enough.
It's always important to when you're the bass player to be also the one mixing it so that you can hear you.
You only ask me to follow and want what you want.
I'm gonna slide into it. Oh, yeah. I really think that the bass player for 10th Avenue North should come and let me show them the parts, and they should do this live like this. I wish that the next time, Mike's a friend of ours. I need to have Mike agree that the next time they do a show here, that they'll let me come out and do the bass part.
No, Mike.
No.
Yes, Mike.
No.
Yes, Mike.
No.
Yes, it would be fantastic.
No.
They'd sell some tickets for
To your-
once.
Your mom.
That would be awesome. All right, so there you go. All right, at least of these, Betty Rock.
Oh, okay.
And 2, 3, go.
Rumors have circulated for a while that Russell Crowe and Terry Irwin have been having a secret relationship.
What?
Now, she is the wife of late Steve Irwin.
All right, the
who got
crocodile
pierced
hunter.
by the
Stingray.
stingray. Yes,
Barb.
but she's been a widow for almost 11 years now, and
Has
Russell.
it been that long?
Yeah, and Russell Crowe has been divorced from his wife. So it looks like they might be announcing
And
that
he-
they are together.
And he's Australian, right?
Yeah, they're
So
they're
that
all
makes sense.
Australian. I mean,
Which is crazy because I think Australians can hide their accents so well. Like, I didn't even know he was Australian. Look at Keith Urban. I had no idea he was Australian.
you don't know Keith
didn't know
Urban's
what?
Australian?
No, not till he starts talking.
Oh, well, most people can hide their accent until they start talking. Like, look at you. I picked no accent up right now, and then
Hey, y'all.
there it is.
I don't know. That hair, though.
Hey, y'all.
There's some southern hiding in that hair.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's funny.
The heart of, what do they say? The heart of God, the heart of the, I don't know. Dolly Parton says it. She wants to kill over like a fainting goat.
What?
That's what
Not
they
sure.
asked. They asked Dolly Parton. They said, "How do you want to go out?" And she said, "I want to kill over like a fainting goat."
Oh, that's
and
fantastic.
it was awesome.
I like her. We were supposed to have her on the show one time a long time ago, and then it just didn't happen. And I think she'd be one of those people that you walk away from just going, oh, that was awesome. Like
Yeah.
I liked hanging out with her.
She seems so likable.
We could have a hair contest. With you and her.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she could teach me something.
That's
She could
true.
teach me how to.
That is true.
She probably had some fake hair back there.
Yeah, I think she wears wigs.
Oh yeah, I do too. But
You
not
You
you.
should wear wigs.
Yes,
Right?
I love it.
Should get a little extension just to put right there. Boom, boom.
I forgot to mention this earlier. Can I change the subject?
No.
Please, I would
Uh,
love for you to.
Please, for all.
He's sad because he doesn't have hair.
Michael wrote and asked.
Michael wrote Tenax.
Michael wrote
Okay.
and asked, "Did your trip smell like egg on Thursday, Zach?" Because we played the Easter game where I got egg all over my hair.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you the picture later. My eye for the next 3 days was red.
Oh really?
Like I thought I had pink eye, and so like driving this 12-hour trip to Ohio, I was kind of doing it with one eye. It was swollen and hurt, and like I don't know if you can get salmonella in your eye. I'm not sure.
Do you have an egg allergy? You
Not that I-
allergic to
not that I
eggs?
know of.
Are your eyes allergic to eggs?
To raw
apparently?
egg, I guess,
Okay.
but it was swollen and really, really uncomfortable. So thank you
Really?
for that. I'll show
I
you.
wonder
a
if it
picture.
was
Yeah.
the
Jeez,
egg or did you get a
Wally.
sty?
It was the raw egg.
You sure?
Without a doubt.
He
I'm
could
not
have had
sure.
you eat the peeps, which you're for sure allergic to.
Right.
No, but
'cause-
that's a long-term thing. Like
I
I
know.
wouldn't have had an immediate impact. Like
Yeah, but
You
this
know.
you're
Your
over.
feet
The other
would've
one I would
fallen
have been
off.
killing you slowly over the years, and I don't want that.
Yeah, well, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. But yeah, I actually talked to an eye doctor.
Did you? You talked to an eye doctor
Mhm.
up
She-
there?
How did you
She said-
explain that?
What happened was
Yeah, there are certain ways you don't want to explain how you got hurt. It's funny because we were talking about your first job when I stole you from them. Like I got. Did you get an email? Yeah, you had gotten an email. Like Zach's first week here, we did this thing where I hit him with a bat repeatedly. With Barlow Girl when we had them in, and I think you were telling me years later you told me that you had gotten an email that was like, we would never hit you with a bat, Zach.
Yes. They were great. Yeah,
They're good people.
yeah.
Yeah, they're real good people for sure. I'm not.
It
I'm
was
not
John's
taking them out.
birthday just this week,
Oh,
and
is it?
then I forgot to text. I meant to, and I'm a
Oh.
horrible person. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Happy
the-
birthday, John.
Like we had this weird unspoken rivalry and had never met each other, and I think they were mad because that I hired you, and it was one of those things. It was really this weird thing, and then we got to meet each other. And like, oh, yeah, they're cool. I'm cool. It was fine. Like it was a good thing, and I really like them. I think they're good people. They've walked through some hard stuff, and I'm glad they're doing well.
Just for people on Facebook, I'll post in a link to the video because it's horrible.
The video of what?
Of you hitting me.
Oh, with the bat.
It's funny.
'Cause I-
Watch. Old videos are funny to watch.
I think it was every time Barlow Girl got a question wrong or something, I hit you. I don't remember because I couldn't hit them.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
That was funny. You were here for it.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, you were part of it.
Anyway,
Yeah. All right, there you go.
so if you
post
need
that
some
link.
amusement,
Yeah.
Hey, quick!
Yes.
Burning building.
Yes.
Becca and a clown.
Oh, clown. Clowns bring joy to the world.
As long as you get that clown away from me, I'm happy to go down in flames.
Exactly. All right, I think that's a great place to end on with the precast today, and so on with the podcast. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for your podcast today, and as always, thanks for being a potty. Do we have anything for the Facebook folk?
a
lot of
whole
the-
lot of egg puns.
Yes.
Oh, really?
The pain was nothing to yoke about.
Uh,
Pain was excruciating.
That
It's
was
over-
over easy.
Yeah.
What?
Excellent. Yes, these are fantastic. So
yeah.
I'm glad my pain can mean so much.
Oh, dude, trust me.
It
Like,
legit hurt.
I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. I don't know if it was the egg or not.
And then I'm like, do I have pink eye? Am I going to have to be in
quarantine.
quarantine for the weekend? Like,
Okay, but in all fairness, my hair looked pretty bad until I showered. So,
but I
I don't know who had it worse.
I couldn't shower till the next day.
I don't know.
It was
I-
bad for everybody
But
else.
I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
once you flushed your eye out, was it better?
No, because I did that immediately.
Mm.
I have lots of saline flushes if you need them.
I put drops in it.
What
and
did the
a bunch of
doctor
stuff.
say?
It wasn't an actual exam. She was at my parents' house.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like a friend that
Yeah,
Oh.
family friend.
that had glasses.
She told me about it got us onto like bizarre things you find in people's eyes because raw
Oh.
eggs a bizarre thing. But
Yeah.
she said she was giving someone an exam. They had a white spot on their eye, and she got looking at it under the scope or whatever, and she's like, "Have you?" This was February in Ohio. She's like, "Have you been to the beach recently?" Because it's a seashell,
A shell? Oh,
like a full seashell on their
wow.
eye. And they're like, "Yeah, we were just in Florida last week."
Oh well,
my
that's
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Here's
wouldn't
your
expect
problem.
that. You know?
Ow!
Yeah,
I
'cause-
love like doctor stories. Like the nurses tell us that there's like a Krispy Kreme right across from the hospital, and they say that like it's a regular occurrence where they'll get a call from Krispy Kreme with like a patient with their IV pole that walked across the street.
Oh my
That's
To get a
word.
donut.
fantastic.
Oh my word.
Yeah, like has anyone ever seen something in somebody's eye? You know how they go?
It's not the
Ow.
best picture of it. You can kind of see.
Oh wow, yeah, it's
But
a
it
little
was-
red.
It hurt.
Yeah. Like every time someone has something in their eye, they're always like, look at my eye, look at my eye. And they pull their eyelid down and they look up and stuff. I've never actually seen, I take that back. One time I've ever seen something in somebody's eye. Every time it's always like the residual effect. Like you feel the irritation of it, but it's usually gone and your eyes already flushed it
I had
out.
a friend once that she would every morning, because I would spend the night with her a lot. She'd pull her eyes down and take her fingers and like
Ooh,
scratch them like
ooh,
this.
that's disgusting.
We
It
have a
was
friend
really
with a
gross.
glass eye that does weird things.
What?
Dude, if I had
Yeah.
a glass
What
eye,
happened?
that would spend more time out of my head than in my head.
Ew.
just because like you're like
messing
That's
with people
basically
all
what
the
he
time.
does. And
Yeah.
then and sometimes I'll look at him and he'll be like, Becca, this is my real eye. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know which eye to look at. Like he gets offended if you look at the wrong
You
eye.
can't tell?
Not really offended. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
over
know.
here, Becca. My
I
real
just
eye.
can't- Like I can tell if I stare at him long enough, but I'm not going to stare
Can
at his
he take it
eyes.
out?
Oh yeah, he does it all. He hasn't done it in front of me, but he's done it in front of Joey a lot.
Oh, I would do that. And
Yeah.
then there's part of me that would be like, all right, I don't want to, but let me see the socket. Like open your
Oh,
eyelid.
no,
up.
no,
Yeah. Because I'm
no.
curious, like what
No.
happens back there? Like what is it?
Can you keep
abyss.
things back there?
Yeah, like is it like put a quarter in there? Like that's the other thing I would do. I'd
Your
put other
coin
things in
purse.
my eye. Yeah, like I would. Not only would I take
Hold
my
on a
eye out,
minute.
I'd see what I'd put like a Lego man in there and stuff. Like what could you put in
Thank
there?
Goodness,
How
you
awesome.
don't have that.
I might go get one. Like it's
Just
worth
get your
it.
eye removed.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's
I
worth
think
it.
so.
Nope.
Shoot, where'd it go? Another question for Betty.
Oh, I saw it. The one about the kittens or
Yeah.
micro.
Building on fire.
That is a hard one. I think I'd do the kittens.
No.
Really?
But there's so many kittens. You know they're
Yeah.
going to be euthanized anyway.
And if you say yes, and if you save Mike Rowe, he might be internally indebted to you
That's true.
and grant
fall
you
in
his
love.
love. And then you guys get married, and I walk you down the aisle.
Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna throw myself in the burning building. I can't. choose.
She's like, how let them both
Yeah,
out.
they
No,
both
just kidding.
survive. I'm taking one for the team.
I just love them both so
Yeah.
much. Little kitten booties,
Mm,
and then micro. Oh,
she's got a cute kitty booty.
Clemmerizzi.
Booty.
She's
Got a cute kitty booty.
Kitty booty.
Kitty booty.
I think we're good.
Yep, that'll do it today. All right, thank you. Bye, Facebook.
And YouTube.
And YouTube.